Hollywood's biggest weight loss secret is no longer a secret. From Ozempic and Mounjaro to surgery's strict diets and brutal side effects, some celebrities are finally admitting what really happened behind their dramatic transformations. But their honesty reveals a harsher truth. Rapid weight loss is rarely effortless, rarely risk-free, and almost never as simple as the red carpet photos make it look. Number 1. Claudia Oshry. Claudia Oshry didn't whisper dodge or hide behind a clean eating caption. While Hollywood stars were blaming lemon water and morning walks for their overnight transformations, the comedian better known as Girl with No Job said exactly what everyone else was afraid to admit. You thought they were going to make a weight loss drug, and I wasn't going to take it. Claudia openly revealed that she used Ozempic, and over roughly a year, she lost about 70 pounds. The change was impossible to miss. Her face became noticeably slimmer, her jawline looked sharper, and side-by-side photos made her appear almost like a different person. But the glamorous before and after shots didn't tell the full story. Behind the dramatic weight loss came side effects she refused to hide. Claudia spoke openly about significant hair loss, describing it as one of the most upsetting parts of the experience. Then, after stopping the medication in late 2023, another reality hit hard. The hunger came roaring back. In a March 2024 video, she admitted she felt hungry almost constantly. Even after eating a 12-ounce steak, she said she was still starving and reached for popcorn. That confession exposed the part celebrity transformation stories usually leave out. The injection may quiet hunger while you're taking it, but stopping can turn maintenance into an exhausting battle. Claudia's story isn't shocking because she used Ozempic. It's shocking because she told the truth about what happened after the photos went viral. Number 2. Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson's transformation looked like one of Hollywood's rare success stories done the old-fashioned way. During her highly publicized Year of Health in 2020, she lost roughly 77 pounds through diet, exercise, and major lifestyle changes. Fans watched the journey unfold in real time, celebrating her discipline and determination. But years later, Rebel revealed the part almost nobody talks about: losing the weight was only the beginning. Keeping it off became the real battle. After becoming a mother and going through the physical and emotional strain surrounding Ivo, Rebel admitted that her appetite and weight began pushing back. That was when she briefly turned to prescription medication, not to create the original dramatic transformation, but to help control hunger when the weight started returning. Her confession exposed a reality hidden behind countless celebrity before and after photos. Even after months of hard work, careful eating, and intense exercise, the body may fight to regain what it lost. Stress hormones, fertility treatments, and major life changes can make long-term maintenance feel almost impossible. Rebel was careful to make one distinction clear: the medication did not cause her famous 77-pound loss. She described it as a temporary tool used later during a difficult maintenance period tied to her fertility journey. That honesty made her story more complicated and more believable. The shocking question isn't whether Rebel used pharmaceutical help. It's this: if someone who documented every step of a natural transformation still needed medical support to hold on to the results, how realistic is permanent weight loss for everyone else? Number 3. Billy Gardell. Billy Gardell's transformation wasn't a Hollywood vanity project, and that is exactly what makes his story hit differently. The Mike and Molly star lost more than 150 pounds, but instead of crediting a miracle diet, a secret trainer, or sheer willpower, Billy laid out the full truth: type 2 diabetes, medical intervention, bariatric surgery, and a complete lifestyle overhaul. For years, Billy's size was part of his public image. But behind the jokes was a serious health warning. He openly admitted that managing diabetes forced him to confront how he was eating, moving, and living. This wasn't about fitting into a designer suit for an awards show. It was about staying alive long enough to enjoy his career and his family. Billy worked with doctors, changed his diet, became more active, and acknowledged that medical treatment helped him do what he could not safely accomplish alone. That honesty made his dramatic before and after photos feel less like celebrity marketing and more like a real medical journey. And the results were impossible to ignore. He looked so different that some fans barely recognized him. But unlike stars who hide behind vague claims about finding balance, Billy never pretended discipline was the whole story. He talked about the surgery, the health risks, and the daily work required after the weight came off. Billy Gardell became the standard. Hollywood rarely meets. He used medical help, admitted it publicly, and never sold the audience a fake version of how the transformation happened. The shock wasn't the weight he lost. It was how refreshing the truth sounded. Number 4. Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams didn't hide behind a celebrity trainer, a secret detox, or another carefully staged wellness journey. At 62, the actress and singer openly admitted that she had been using doctor-recommended medication for nearly 2 years to manage weight changes connected to menopause, and her honesty instantly separated her from Hollywood's culture of denial. Vanessa said that after turning 50, her body stopped responding the way it once had. She was exercising regularly, eating carefully, and doing what women are constantly told should be enough. But the scale barely moved. Hormonal changes had altered the rules, and sheer discipline was no longer producing the same results. With medical support, Vanessa reportedly lost around 31 pounds. The transformation was noticeable, but instead of pretending it came from lemon water or a new Pilates routine, she explained exactly why she sought help. For her, the treatment wasn't a shortcut to fit into a red carpet dress. It was a response to a biological transition affecting millions of women. That distinction matters. Vanessa wasn't selling a workout plan while hiding the real method. She wasn't posting cryptic before and after photos and letting fans believe they had simply failed to work hard enough. She told women that menopause can change the body dramatically, that medical help may be appropriate, and that the decision should be made with a doctor. Her story isn't shocking because she used medication. It's shocking because in an industry built on secrets, Vanessa Williams simply told the truth. Number 5. Serena Williams. When Serena Williams admitted she had used prescription weight loss medication, the story hit harder than almost any celebrity confession before it. This wasn't someone known for avoiding the gym. This was one of the greatest athletes in history, a woman whose entire career was built on discipline, brutal training, and pushing her body beyond limits most people could never imagine. After stepping away from professional tennis, Serena said she struggled to reach her health and weight goals despite continuing intense workouts and carefully controlled nutrition. Eventually, under medical guidance, she began using a prescribed treatment and reportedly lost more than 31 pounds. But Serena made one thing absolutely clear: the medication didn't replace the work. She was still training, still eating with purpose, and still applying the same discipline that made her a champion. The treatment simply helped her break through a plateau her body refused to move past naturally. That admission completely changed the conversation. It is easy to tell an average person to exercise more or try harder. But what do you say when Serena Williams, the definition of physical effort, says effort alone was no longer enough? Her story exposed an uncomfortable truth about weight loss. Biology does not always reward discipline equally. Hormones, age, metabolism, pregnancy, and major life changes can rewrite the rules. Serena's transformation wasn't powerful because she found an easy shortcut. It was powerful because she admitted that even a world-class athlete sometimes needs medical help, and that asking for it does not erase the work. Number 6. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg didn't launch a dramatic reveal, post a mysterious before and after photo, or pretend her transformation came from green juice and positive thinking. She simply sat down on The View and talked about using Mounjaro as casually as someone discussing blood pressure medication, and that matter-of-fact honesty may have been more powerful than any celebrity confession. Whoopi acknowledged that the medication played a major role in her weight loss and explained that she was using it as part of managing her health. At her age and with her medical history, this wasn't presented as a desperate attempt to chase a Hollywood body. It was a decision connected to her well-being made with professional guidance. What made the moment stand out was her complete lack of shame. There was no defensive speech, no complicated excuse, and no attempt to convince viewers that she had suddenly discovered a magical workout routine. During a conversation with Kelly Clarkson, Whoopi spoke about the treatment almost like any other medical tool it helped. She used it, and she felt better. That normal tone changed the entire atmosphere around the subject. While other celebrities treated weight loss medication like a scandal that had to be hidden, Whoopi refused to make it one. She didn't sell the audience a fantasy or suggest that discipline alone created her results. Her transformation may have been dramatic, but the real shock was how ordinary she made the truth sound. In a Hollywood culture built on denial, Whoopi Goldberg showed that medical help does not have to be a dirty secret. Number 7. Kelly Clarkson. For months, Kelly Clarkson's dramatic transformation fueled one of Hollywood's loudest guessing games. Every new appearance triggered the same question: was she using Ozempic? Then Kelly finally addressed the rumors on her own show, and her answer was both a confession and a carefully drawn line. Kelly confirmed that she was using a prescription medication that contributed to her significant weight loss. But she immediately made one distinction clear: it was not the specific drug everyone kept naming. According to Kelly, her doctor recommended treatment after her blood work reached a point that raised serious concern. That detail completely changed the narrative. She wasn't presenting the medication as a red carpet shortcut or a tool for chasing a smaller dress size. She framed it as a medical decision connected to warning signs inside her body, numbers the public could not see while obsessing over the changes they could. Still, her admission introduced a new kind of Hollywood transparency. Instead of denying all pharmaceutical assistance, she acknowledged receiving medical help while separating herself from the most controversial brand associated with the trend. It was honest, but carefully controlled. Kelly also said she had resisted her doctor's recommendation at first because she was afraid. Eventually, the health concerns became harder to ignore. That makes her story more realistic than the usual celebrity transformation narrative. Medical decisions are rarely simple, and dramatic results rarely come from one effortless solution. The shocking part wasn't that Kelly used prescription help. It was how quickly the public turned a private health warning into a beauty scandal. Number 8. Kathy Bates. At 77, Kathy Bates walked onto the Golden Globes red carpet looking so dramatically different that fans immediately began asking the same question: what happened? But unlike celebrities who dodge, deny, or hide behind vague wellness language, the Oscar-winning actress gave an answer. Hollywood rarely offers the full truth. Kathy has openly discussed making major changes for her health, including improving her diet, becoming more active, and using medication as part of the process. Her motivation wasn't a smaller dress size or pressure to compete with younger actresses. She was thinking about mobility diabetes prevention, chronic health risks, and the quality of the years ahead of her. The transformation was impossible to miss. Her face appeared slimmer, her frame noticeably smaller, and the change was significant enough to spark both praise and concern online. Some fans called it inspiring. Others wondered whether the weight had come off too quickly. But Kathy's story refuses to fit into a simple before and after narrative. She has acknowledged that lifestyle changes did much of the work, while medical help supported part of the journey. She didn't sell a miracle plan, and she didn't pretend the result came from willpower alone. That honesty matters especially at her age. Rapid weight loss can affect muscle facial volume and overall strength more dramatically in older adults, making medical supervision essential. Kathy Bates didn't shock Hollywood because she changed. She shocked Hollywood because she admitted exactly how complicated real change can be. Number 9. Caroline Stanbury. Caroline Stanbury didn't just admit she used weight loss medication. She turned the entire process into a public spectacle. The Real Housewives of Dubai star said she gained around 18 pounds during IVF treatments while trying to have a baby with her younger husband. The weight gain was normal, hormonal, and deeply personal. But when it refused to disappear afterward, Caroline reached for the treatment Hollywood could no longer stop talking about. She called it an incredible tool and explained that after 40, the body simply doesn't respond the way it once did. Within months, photos showed her back near her pre-IVF weight, almost as if the physical effects of treatment had been erased overnight. But Caroline's story didn't stop with one injection. She combined medication with strict eating, intense workouts, sometimes multiple gym sessions in a day, and cosmetic procedures documented in front of the cameras. Her husband reportedly expressed concern about possible side effects, but Caroline defended the choice as a way to reverse changes caused by IVF, not as a vanity project. That aggressive honesty made her impossible to ignore. She wasn't pretending the transformation came from morning walks or positive thinking. She openly treated medication, exercise, dieting, and cosmetic procedures as tools inside the same makeover system, and that is what makes her story so revealing. Caroline didn't hide the machinery behind the final image. She showed how modern celebrity transformations are often built from several interventions, working at once, then packaged into one flawless red carpet result. Number 10. Harvey Fierstein. Harvey Fierstein didn't just reveal his transformation, he turned it into a public argument for medical honesty. At his highest weight, the Broadway legend was reportedly around 310 pounds. After beginning doctor-recommended treatment in 2024, he dropped to roughly 190, a change so dramatic that fans could barely believe they were looking at the same man. But Harvey refused to package the result as a miracle diet or a burst of celebrity discipline. He openly said he believes in these treatments when they are medically appropriate. For him, the biggest change wasn't simply the number on the scale. It was the silence in his head. He described finally feeling like a normal person who was no longer thinking about food constantly. That detail exposed a side of weight loss most glamorous before and after photos never show the exhausting mental noise, the cravings, and the endless battle happening long before anyone sees the physical result. Harvey framed the medication as a health tool, not a shortcut to a Hollywood body. His concerns included mobility, future complications, and being able to live more comfortably. He was also honest about gaining around 15 pounds back after the initial loss, and said he was comfortable maintaining there. That admission made his story even more believable. Real bodies fluctuate. Real treatment doesn't always end with a perfect final number. Harvey Fierstein's transformation was shocking, but his real impact came from something rarer. He made medical help sound legitimate, human, and completely free of shame. Number 11. Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell didn't stage a glamorous reveal or arrive on a red carpet demanding attention. Her transformation happened quietly, then suddenly fans realized the woman they had watched for decades looked almost unrecognizable. The former daytime television icon reportedly began using Mounjaro as part of managing diabetes, but the medication was only one part of the story. After moving to Ireland, Rosie no longer had the same celebrity lifestyle she once had in Los Angeles. She started cooking more of her own meals, cutting back on sugar, drinking more water, and building healthier routines into everyday life. The weight began coming off her face looked more defined, and viewers noticed something beyond the physical change. Rosie appeared lighter, more energetic, and genuinely happier. But she also admitted that the transformation came with a strange emotional cost. After spending decades seeing one version of herself in the mirror, she sometimes barely recognized the person looking back. That feeling, part excitement, part disbelief, is rarely included in the glossy before and after stories Hollywood loves to sell. Rosie's journey wasn't framed as chasing a perfect body. It was about diabetes, aging health, and starting over in a completely new country. The medication helped, but so did the quieter changes no camera crew could dramatize. The shocking part wasn't that Rosie lost weight. It was that at an age when Hollywood often stops paying attention to women, she completely rewrote her life and became almost unrecognizable even to herself. Number 12. Tori Spelling. Tori Spelling spent years trying to lose the weight that remained after her 5th pregnancy. She blamed hormones, menopause, and a body that no longer responded the way it once had. Then, after the speculation became impossible to ignore, the former Beverly Hills 90210 star finally admitted the truth: she had used Mounjaro. Tori said she had tried everything before turning to prescription help. Dieting wasn't working. Exercise wasn't producing the results she expected. At 52, she explained that menopause had changed the rules, making weight loss feel nearly impossible. Once she started the medication, however, the transformation happened fast. After struggling for years, she suddenly became noticeably slimmer within months. That speed is what made fans suspicious before she ever confirmed it. The timing also raised questions. Her explanation came only after the public had already begun analyzing her appearance and demanding answers. Tori framed the medication as a response to hormonal and postpartum changes, not as a vanity shortcut. And those struggles are real. Pregnancy, aging, and menopause can dramatically affect metabolism, appetite, and where the body stores fat. But her story also reveals something bigger. Women who spent decades being told to work harder are now being offered a powerful medical solution, and younger mothers are watching. The shocking part isn't that Tori used Mounjaro. It's how quickly a treatment for specific health needs became the new answer to stubborn baby weight, changing what women may now expect from their bodies after childbirth. Number 13. Dolores Catania. Dolores Catania didn't deny it, dodge it, or pretend her transformation came from a new workout plan. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star went on Watch What Happens Live and admitted she was using prescription weight loss medication with absolutely no shame. But then she revealed the part most celebrities leave out. At one point, the medication stopped working the way it had before, and Dolores said she gained roughly 20 pounds back. Instead of hiding the rebound, she talked about adjusting her treatment and continuing the process. That confession shattered the fantasy that one injection permanently solves everything. Weight can return, appetite can change, the body can adapt, And maintaining the results may require ongoing medical decisions rather than one dramatic before and after moment. What made Dolores' story so controversial was how casually she discussed it. In the housewives' world, where Botox, fillers, facelifts, and cosmetic procedures are already treated like routine appointments, weight loss medication appeared to become just another tool for getting reunion ready. Her honesty was refreshing, but it also exposed a dangerous cultural shift. A prescription treatment designed for medical use was being discussed with the same tone as a beauty service. For viewers at home, that can make a serious medication look effortless, ordinary, and risk-free. Dolores didn't shock audiences because she admitted using it. She shocked them because she revealed how quickly Hollywood had turned a medical intervention into part of the standard beauty maintenance routine. Number 14. Margaret Josephs. Margaret Josephs didn't claim a medical emergency, a mysterious hormone imbalance, or a sudden passion for clean eating. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star gave an answer that was far more revealing. She used weight loss medication because the women around her were getting thinner and she didn't want to be left behind. Margaret openly admitted that she felt pressure to keep up with her castmates. That confession exposed the competitive force driving Hollywood's transformation trend. On reality television, appearance isn't just personal. It becomes part of the job, measured in reunion dresses, social media photos, and side-by-side comparisons with every other woman on the screen. Once one cast member loses weight rapidly, the standard changes for everyone else. Another follows, then another, until an entire cast begins shrinking at the same time. What looks like individual choice starts to resemble a chain reaction. Margaret's honesty was almost uncomfortable because her reason wasn't mainly about treating a serious condition. It was about competition visibility and the fear of becoming the only woman in the room who hadn't changed. That is where the story becomes bigger than one reality star. Her admission revealed how quickly a prescription treatment can become a professional survival tool in an industry obsessed with appearance. No producer has to order anyone to lose weight. The pressure works silently through cameras, comments, contracts, and comparison. Margaret Josephs didn't just admit using medication. She exposed the system that made refusing it feel like falling behind.